sewer regs, I think, said 14 days
I think it
or
was
30, I
something
can't
like that.
remember now. I read it earlier this morning.
Okay, so certified, or if we send notices out, do they gotta be certified?
I don't remember what the regulations said.
Alright.
Well, in the past, we've posted on doors. We've sent the first one
I would
out,
try to do either personal
And then
service or certified mail.
posted on the door, because the mail system is not what it used to be.
I wouldn't just post it, I would personal serve it.
Jerry?
Personally served.
Yeah. That way they can't say, well, it blew off the door or something.
We'll have notices probably going out to delinquent sewer customers, so, and if you guys can deliver them, that'd probably be the best way to do it.
Don't just personal serve, don't just stick it on the door. Make sure you hand it to somebody. What's that?
Certain documentation.
Just note it, verify.
Okay. Choose a.
I mean, you could actually make a copy, if you do the original in a copy, then have the resident sign
Sign it.
for it when you,
Don't we have body cams?
I don't know if it's,
you don't
It
have
does.
that.
Which would video.
But if you have that signed copy by the person that took it, then they can't say they never got it.
okay,
So some of the owners will be outside of the village.
yeah,
So,
maybe, I don't know if there's
I don't-
anybody outside.
I
the
don't think I have problems with people that live outside, or that own.
Okay. That's good.
And the other question is, in the past, it's been 3 months behind is when the notices go out. So that's like, what, $141?
Mhm.
Is that what you want it to still be? Do you want it to be a different amount? Tim, you're prepared to shut people off?
Or we can find the shut off.
They gotta be there somewhere.
So is that
would
what
be in
you,
the sewer regs probably.
the amount?
Yeah, well, not the amount, but like
The
the
date,
time frame.
time frame, I
You
think.
go off the
No.
time frame, not the amount.
There might be a penalty in there too.
I don't think there was a time frame. If they're late, then they're delinquent.
Well, I think council decided on that they would do 3 months. Anything after 3 months then, and that was a while ago.
Is that too long?
It's $141, so if you wanna,
So it's $141 by the time you send them notice, then you have time to cure, you're gonna be another month
Yeah.
after that.
Do we have to do a resolution or an ordinance, or can we just make a motion
For
to
what?
change that time frame?
To change the time frame in the sewer regs?
No, not the rates, or set a time frame, I guess, if you don't think there is one.
we just said, time frame,
If you look at the regulations, it says if it's delinquent, it's delinquent. It
Okay.
doesn't say if they're this far behind, then we can shut it. It says if they're delinquent, they're delinquent.
Alright.
okay, so I can send shut off notices to, anything over $141, and then I will put a 2-week time for them to get it.
Double check the regulations, because I read this morning, I think it said 14 days, but
Well, in the past, I've given less than 14 days, so.
Alright, now. Getting
then-
caught up.
once you shut those off, obviously, if people are still using, then you got a health department issue, so. Because you got sewer backing up.
Well, as long as we have no
If you got-
liability.
If you got children in there, then you got a children's services issue.
Yeah.
So if they come to you wanting to work it out, we're going to work it out with them.
I have in the past,
Yeah,
That's the best.
as long as,
we want,
as
just
long as
pay,
somebody
Debbie.
gives, an effort
Yes,
to do something and not just blow it off.
right,
I have worked with people in the past.
that's what I want done, I want, go to work with them.
Yeah, I just wanna see some effort, you
Yeah.
know.
Is the school caught up?
I sent them an email today asking for the status, and I haven't heard from them yet. I don't know if they emailed back or not. So, I did email them asking.
Did you guys figure out the situation with the building across the street from me?
What is
Paint
that place
shop.
called?
Pretty Public
Holly.
Thank
The
you.
I
island.
will, she needs to pay too.
She just bought some stuff to do.
Well, notices are gonna go out. And we'll just go from there. See if anybody wants to catch up. If they don't, well, just get shut off. I don't know how else to do it. You gotta pay your other bills. Alright. We need to get caught up on our sewer bills. And I think you said we'd have to change or do an ordinance or a resolution.
Is it, if they shut, it gets shut off, isn't it like $2.50 to get it turned back on or something? That's what I thought.
Well, I think the resolution or the ordinance says 250 off and 250 back on.
I believe so.
As long as it's in the paper, so they understand it.
It's on the notice.
Be quite an incentive to get the bill.
Right,
You'd think,
absolutely.
at least call somebody.
But it's this-
Set up payments?
It's not like she needs the whole amount right this second, work with us, that's all I'm saying. Work to pay your bills.
Alright. So, any more thoughts on getting caught up, Amy?
I've just been too busy trying to
Alright.
get everything closed out for the year, opened up for the year, and so no, I haven't.
We need to get caught up so we're not 2 months behind. Cause that just causes us grief.
Well, it's gonna be even more headache for the people that are behind too, though.
That's what I mean, they're,
No, I mean, it's gonna be more burden on them to,
yeah.
you're
2 months.
Oh, heck yeah.
double hitting them. So, I mean, I'm not disagreeing, no, we do need to get it current.
$70, it's 500.
So, we just, I need to get caught up. Think about it, come up, any ideas, I don't know.
Might
Yeah,
reach out to some of the smaller villages and see how they handle
Handle.
it, the issue that we're going through with the sewer, people not paying.
Well, most of them probably got water.
They do.
That's the problem. We don't have the water to shut off.
But why
so-
would it matter if the bill is still?
Well, I understand that, but if we,
Well, you shut off the water, it's
Yeah.
a lot worse than just shutting off your,
True.
you can go buy water and flush your toilet, but
Here's what the problem is, when you shut water off, you're not creating a problem. But when we shut the sewer off, if they keep using it, we created a problem because we shut the sewer off.
They
That's
created
where
the
the
problem
gray
because
area
they
is
didn't pay
where-
their bill.
The liability is gonna come out to where,
people don't
Yeah.
take responsibility for
that's-
their actions, so.
that's why you have
That ain't
to really
true.
notify them. Because when you shut the water off, it
You
doesn't.
don't get to go to the grocery
Yeah.
store and take what you want.
I got somebody blaming me because she bounced 2 checks and now her bill is really high. And that's not this village, this is
Yeah.
another village. I'm like, it's not my fault. You bounced 2 checks.
Cashed them, what's wrong?
You cashed them, that's why they bounced.
What was I thinking?
Really? I got noticed because she couldn't find her check one time a couple years ago that was here.
Dave, how do we get rid of the stuff up there in the maintenance building?
Oh,
So if there's stuff that the village council determines that they can't use or doesn't need anymore, they pass a resolution and you can either sell it on, you
Got
can either do a private sale or do it on the,
Got that deals.
yeah, that one.
Alright,
What if it's not the village?
all those signs, Tim.
then it shouldn't be in the village's
People like
garage.
signs.
Yeah,
There was a
well,
pile of
Yeah.
Mickey
we
stuff
got a
up
pile
there.
of them up there.
Well, I'm talking,
All their
there's boxes
states.
and boxes of papers and catalogs.
When we
Yeah.
were working on the lights, there was a whole pile in there, I don't know, still there.
Jerry, you need to go through that, police stuff up there at the, maintenance garage. See what's keepable and what's just
We
take,
did it once, we moved everything to where it was supposed to be thrown away and it wasn't, so I just have to make sure it's still divided properly.
well, make sure, 'cause,
Just let me know where it is.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, last time we were asked, I went up there and did it, and I think we just have some records in that cabinet and that table up by the garage door, and the rest of it was,
Jump.
but I'll double check.
Alright. Alright. Same as all this stuff out there in that garage here. Paperwork. We gotta go through the retention and. Alright. Alright. Greg, you wanted to say something earlier.
Sure. So how far am I behind? On the city? I'm behind. I have to stay that way. It's always gonna stay that way.
I don't know, you want me to
Yeah,
look
right
right now?
now, I got a point to prove here. I always forget about it. I take most of it.
You're not paying your sewer bill and you wanna get on council?
Well, there's a reason.
I don't know if I would go
She's
there.
behind on hers still.
I lose the little card and forget to pay it.
I give her money though, it's not like I'm $8,000
Well,
in the
my
hole.
point, when you added the sewer in, that you get confirmation from the people before a certain amount of people just do whatever they want. It wasn't for the will of the people.
It was the will of the
It
people.
was
We
a
were
will.
elected to do that.
That's one thing
Why
I
is
gotta
my
tell
bill
you,
so
that's
high?
Huh?
Why do I gotta pay so much? I was
You
told,
pay the same as everybody else.
yeah, it should be half that amount.
Don't blame me. It was
Did-
$28.50
Did
when I left
you not approve it and
office.
push this whole sewer thing?
It was $28.50
We were supposed to
when I
share
left
the bill. I'm
office.
still
Sure
talking.
was.
You can go talk
We
to
were supposed
Vicky.
to share the bill with Musk Kingdom down there. What happened to that?
They backed out.
Why?
I have no idea.
I heard it was because of you.
Yeah.
You can say that. I got all the emails.
Well, I'm just saying, you can say, or you can say
Yeah.
no, blah, blah, blah.
It wasn't because of me. I don't know what the
Well,
reason
they
was.
backed out of it.
Well, they come to the
When-
meeting after that and said they would give us the land back there.
Yes, and
They'd do
built it.
this and that.
Well,
But,
I'm just saying, we were told when we brought it to the people here for a vote, that they were sharing the cost. And then you got what you wanted, and they're not sharing the cost, so we're kinda lied to.
No, that's
Yes,
not how it
lying.
started,
You said
Greg.
that you one thing, and it never happened.
You didn't follow through all the steps that happened.
Well, it
How
went
much did
through,
the sewer?
that's what
How much
happened.
did the sewer cost you?
More money than I was willing to pay. It used to cost me zero.
Do you know they charge for septic tank inspections now? Yours wouldn't have passed now.
Says who?
The EPA.
The EPA is not even here.
They're here every day. Ask them.
You passed something because you wanted, and then you
We
wanted
were-
it- well, I'm still
Greg.
talking. And then you, like, about the bill and stuff, you, like, didn't care what they say. You're just gonna do whatever you want. You don't care what people say. You made it clear what you just said. You don't care. You're gonna get it caught up. You're gonna shut them off when they didn't even want it on. So you put it on, and then you threatened to shut it off. It was like, what was the whole point putting it on if you're gonna shut it off?
Because the state of Ohio required it.
No, it didn't. It wasn't required. You pushed the issue without all these people wanting it. You don't care. Because people with money don't care what the people on a fixed income, you don't care. You're just gonna threaten them.
There was no threats.
Your action is a threat.
Really.
Yes.
The action. We were voted into office to look out for the good of the village. We got a free sewer system, $3.4 million worth.
Yeah, I know, we got ripped off. We got ripped off.
Really?
Yeah, I seen smaller and better sewer systems in trailer parks with less than 55 residents. We got this gigantic thing and half of the people filling it, and not even paying half.
You should have been on
like, sharing
council
the
then.
cost.
You lived here.
I did, and I tried to get on, but obviously I'm being bullied out.
Well, now we're bullies.
Well, I was bullied then. Remember last time when you grabbed me because I had something to say?
No, I don't.
Well, it happened.
In here?
No, when we had down at the church, when we had to talk with all the people down there.
You should have filed charges then.
I'm not like you.
Oh. Well,
I deal with it hand to hand. You can have a conversation without fighting.
do you have a question? Is I guess.
Well, yes, so what was
Yes,
the
I
bill?
have the answer. It's 176.
So, how much is it to get shut off?
141.
So the difference is,
35 bucks.
okay, I'll write a check for $65.
35.
I'm not breaking the law, it's your rules, follow.
That's fine. Then there's
Here comes the
a
threat, here comes the threat. Here comes-
no. Then there's what, $5? Is that
Yeah, so
the late
$5 ain't
payments?
nothing.
All right.
It should be half the cost.
Well, it should be and is different.
Why, that's what I said way back when.
The,
Like I said,
didn't you say at the 141, they were gonna get a notice?
Mhm.
And after that, it was 250 to get shut off,
that's the shut-off fee.
and 250 to get turned back on.
I don't remember the.
So I don't understand the $65.
I don't
He's
either.
going below the 141.
Okay.
And if it works and it works for you, that's fine.
Well, it is, but that's the only protest of what people are doing against the will of the people.
So you're just going to be a couple of months behind
Yes,
all the time.
yes.
That's fine.
Am
As long as you're paying.
Am I breaking the law?
No, as long as you're paying, I don't guess we care.
I meant to bring a check in today,
But maybe we will change it to say 1 month or whatever.
we'll do it. That's the will of the people, huh?
I have no idea.
Well, I know it isn't. Well, you're the
Well,
one
I
that
just
took
have
it.
You
to
know
say-
everybody.
I
You
just,
know the will of the whole village.
Yeah, I know a good part of them,
Okay.
yes.
I just have to
And I,
say
like
that,
I said before, I'm sticking up for the people with low
You're
income.
not.
that
Not
having
for people
to
that's got money,
send
so
out
sweat off of
these
that.
shut-off notices every month is really
I know it's a pain,
annoying.
but
And
can you
yeah,
imagine the other people that has to pay for something they didn't want and it was forced upon them? It's the same situation.
You want that street in front of your house?
No,
You
I-
want this? Well, you're paying for it.
What street? What,
Main
603?
Street.
That's the only street I care about.
How about the alley beside you?
I wish it wasn't there.
How about the alley behind you?
I wish it wasn't there. I don't need it.
How about the alley going to Cleveland? You like paying federal taxes?
Well, I didn't
Oh,
vote for
that's-
that. That was way before my time.
Yeah, well,
This was like during when I was here.
well, Greg, just do whatever you do. As long
You're
as,
all mad at me, did I
I'm
act
not
like
getting
hell?
mad.
as long as you're only 2 months behind or whatever that is, I guess we don't care
Well, you just
because you're going to be paying.
well, yeah.
This is about people that aren't paying.
Well, some people can't afford it.
I understand
And
I hear
instead
what
of
you're
worrying
saying.
about a park,
Does that park cost you anything yet?
no, but I know what the park comes with.
What?
If you got a park, then you want to hit people with a read law, say, hey, we got something we got to pay for, and you want to hit people and tax them. I know what this is all about.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe you should get a counselor because you're a mind reader.
I've been to enough council meetings.
Yeah.
I've been around in
Yeah.
Midland for over 30 years. I know what's going on.
I don't think you do.
Yeah, I do. You want people to pay for your agendas instead of deal with what you got and make it work and come together as a community.
so for me to get the Ohio Basic Code, I'm gonna have to pay for it. They won't send it without being payment. So unless you wanna wait a few months to be able to get that, I would need authorization to pay that bill.
Didn't they already say they've made a motion earlier to go ahead?
So that, oh, so that's okay, that I can do it? Okay, perfect.
You do have the money, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So does anybody else got anything?
Yes, I wanted to ask about doing a newsletter. A lot of people aren't on
Right.
Facebook,
Well,
and I volunteered to do the newsletter. If everybody lets me know. what they
because
wanna
you
do.
are going to be in charge of the Facebook page. Welcome back.
Insert foot in mouth.
Good job.
Okay,
Just cancel it and send out the newsletter. Seriously. Facebook is drama book.
not,
You
I
gotta
don't
make
make
sure
sure
you
you
have
to look at it.
Well, then how am I
He,
gonna, what?
he doesn't know how to go.
I'll do both. You'll get a newsletter.
No, I
too,
do
Greg.
know how, I
Again.
just,
Then do it, Greg.
I'm not a Democrat.
Again, there is
You
an
didn't like being
unfollow button.
interrupted, may I?
Yes,
Did I
Joe.
did it?
He
Because
made it
my
sound
sister-
like I can't make
Somebody's
sense.
trying to talk.
Yeah.
Please.
My sister owns the house that I live in. She's the one that always got the newsletter.
Right.
The point. Then she handed it to me and it was usually a month late. Can I have one sent to me, even though I'm not a property
Yes.
owner? Can I have it sent to me?
Yep.
And she'll get one too, cause she owns the house, but she's not in Mifflin anymore.
That's,
So,
that was my point. Not everybody gets the newsletter, so I wanna make sure that all the residents get, not
Yes.
just the
so
homeowners.
who do I need to give my address to? If,
We've got your address.
You look like Mary.
okay, then just, and I think somebody told me the other day on the Facebook page that it was only come out once every
Quarterly.
3 months or something.
Mhm.
Okay.
Can I finish that?
And then I have something else.
Yes.
Whenever we get to
Go
it.
ahead.
Right now,
You'll get one.
while you're up.
While I'm up.
We haven't
Rob,
got
Is
newsletters
there
yet.
an ordinance or something in this village that says people need to mow their grass once in a while? And how often?
When it's 12 inches tall.
There's nuisance laws.
See, I've heard different things. Somebody in authority, I'm not gonna say who it was, told me that it had to be done, you had to mow 3 times during the season. That could mean 3 times, sometimes in a week, I've had to mow. So, is there something that can be done for people to mow their grass once in a
I
while?
think it says 12 inches in there somewhere. I received one of them letters once, so I'm pretty sure I know.
Who owns your house?
Mary Volkmer.
Okay.
I just live next to somebody.
I know.
There's nobody there
There's
now.
nobody,
Have they moved?
Mhm.
I can't
Okay.
see around that part where they would come in and out, but there are no lights on anymore, and I believe,
They're gone, aren't they?
although I'm not sure, the Spectrum has cut their power to
Okay.
it.
Mr.
They're not there, so the house is empty, there's a tree down in
Is
the
that Jake's
yard.
house?
That's ours.
The grass hasn't,
That's our tree.
but they have not done anything
Oh,
except
you're
go
at
out
the
and
bottom.
look
12
at
inches.
it. They've looked
Huh?
at it and said,
12
oh,
inches.
a tree is
So
in
can
the
you
yard,
send a letter to the
and left. They
property
haven't
owner?
tried to do anything with
That's
it.
our tree, we're dealing with
And
it.
that's,
If it gets
and
to
that's
that
all
point.
good, but
Huh?
If
the
it
place
gets to
is
that,
He
looking,
is dealing with it.
it's already to
place
that
is looking
point.
trashier.
but we're not in mowing season.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
This is from the mowing
Yeah.
season. The grass is this high, there's trees down, there's junk laying all around, which we don't have any zoning, but we can do something about the
They're
weeds.
gonna take care of that, I've been talking to them, so hopefully we'll get that taken care of, but I don't know about the ordinance or nothing, like, we're working on trying, I've been talking to them, it's like, they finally got the renters out of there, so they haven't been paying anything,
Yeah.
so hopefully we can get it taken care of, so.
One of the concerns of the grass growing trash all over the place is that Joyce lives 2 doors down. I don't know if she has renters now or not, but she's an elderly lady. She's a widow. I'm a widow. There's widows all over the place, and we've had to put lights up everywhere so that if somebody comes on the property, we know about it. This is the kind of property that vagrants will come to, and I don't need that next door to me. Just within 2 months after me moving into the house and my husband dying, I have sent reports to the police department with video of people either trying to get into my car or into the barn. And the property needs to at least be cleaned up so it appears somebody is living there.
You
So if
said,
they can cut their grass,
right.
I'm a happy camper.
You said you're talking to Kimmel?
Yeah, he's supposed to be,
And we didn't notice that tree was down until fall when all the leaves fell off the trees. We didn't even know it fell, but we will be getting that cleaned up.
not anything against y'all.
No, it needs done.
Oh, yeah.
They seem to not care. I've seen them twice get out of their car, look at the tree. They didn't even walk up to it. They were at the side of the road, and with the look of, oh, look, a tree is down. And they walked back in the house, and that was the end of it. They didn't approach me. They obviously didn't say anything to you.
Right, but all that area where that tree is, like all that wooded area, like that is ours, all the way up to the barn.
And I don't know
So-
exactly where our property, that might not have been on our property, so we do gotta make sure that's on our property before we.
We have the papers where our property line.
Exactly where the line is. But if
I'm
it's,
just
if it's
saying.
our tree, I think Greg said he would take the wood, cut it up, and I'll help you whenever you're ready for it.
Yeah.
To get it up out of there. 'Cause
That's
that
I
looks
just-
horrible.
One, partly for safety reasons, and partly because I think
'Cause
it's
it
the
needs it.
only house on Main Street. It's the only yard that looks like that. I've kind of thought I would go over, but the grass got too high for my mower to go through.
Ours doesn't even look like that during the summer. Like, it's bad.
It's the one right across.
This one?
Oh, no.
That's fine.
Is there anything we can do about cats?
Oh, okay, all right.
No.
Baptize them in the
No, because if you catch them and transport them, you get in trouble.
My grandkids can't even go out
Open the door.
without stepping in cactus.
I know.
Okay, you can catch them, then they're yours.
Then I can donate them to the lake.
Not what
Probably
the
the house that now
Humane
is red.
Society said different.
Right here.
Really?
Below you.
Ask Joyce.
Huh?
These?
Oh, I didn't say it, but treat them mean or drown them or all that.
Well, I just
That's
wanna
okay.
mention.
I was just
We were the
kidding.
best in the world.
Because
I'm
the,
just saying, but if a cat gets killed, it's somebody's house pet.
Hey, Joe.
You're a suspect.
well, if somebody's house pet's crapping in my yard and I'm tired of walking in it.
I understand.
And I was told that if you trap them and you relocate them, you can get in trouble. But you
Okay.
you can take them, have them fixed, and brought back.
Bring them back.
I've
That's
done that
it.
several.
All right. Anybody else?
Stupid, but yeah. I agree with you. There's a bunch around here.
Questions, comments, anything?
I had a comment.
Sure.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of friction here. I know there's a lot of things about the past, but I think we ought to leave the past and we move forward. I think everybody could agree to that. You know, it would be, I think it would be best for the village.
We're not getting anywhere, just keep digging it up.
I say let's just start fresh.
You know, mistakes were made, probably along the way. Let's forget about, let's move forward and everybody try to work to create a better community. Amen?
Amen. All right, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Third, fourth, and
Ah, a lot of
Patty.
stuff there.
Yes. Angie,
fifth. Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Deb,
Yes.
Wayne,
Yes.
Pam.
One thing I didn't think to tell you to explain to nobody
Sent
knew.
you an email
Okay.
I also sent
That's
you
when
an
I
email.
realized.
Bury the dog.
It wasn't like everybody.
Not got any response
Some
from her.
people did know, but
Oh.
nobody knew that I couldn't be on.
Let's put it this way. I was just brought it all night.
What do we do? I
That's all you
mean,
have to say.
There's no
I asked a
liability.
question, everybody jumps on my ass.
Because
Like,
it's her property.
okay.
Since it appears to be village property, if you keep maintaining it, as long as she doesn't say anything, then there's no liability to the village.
There's
By
something.
not signing that
Well,
document,
anyway,
she's
if
afraid
anybody
of
asks you,
liability
you know
funds.
where I live,
And then I can bring, I can tell them now.
Amy, don't put your computer away yet.
You missed all the meetings.
Don't put your computer away yet.
What do you think?
I have to go to that.
Okay, we'll do that and we'll come back.
Huh?
Down my leg.
Lives right next door to us. Our great granddaughter's coming, also
Can you,
just intimidated by
I
all.
lost a little thing.
I went to,
I know a lot of them, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Done more for the village.
Getting tired of putting my
Yeah, he wants
coat on with a
that.
hard time.
Oh, really?
My kids joined the meeting, they're so
Oh,
happy.
did Tim leave already?
Yeah, it's worse than having two needs at the same time. I'm still doing, 2nd of November, I had the surgery and I'm still doing physical therapy.
This has been.
I'm not allowed to look at anything every other than a cup of water.
No, and, I mean, it's like.
Makes it tough to haul wood around.
How many stray houses?
Oh my God.
Nothing, that's what stinks.
They go illegally on the front porch. They drag that bird over there.
It's terrible.
They're worse than the kids.
In my check until you get them.
Daggone, they're bad.
These checks out there.
And that's why.
So what do you freeze
For
for
December.
that? What do you freeze for that?
Yeah.
Listen, they get up underneath my porch, they drag dead birds down there, they pee under there. It's terrible.
Well, we could make it so they have to,
Shut your mouth. Alright, I get paid next week. I will see what I can do about that.
we could,
It'll be next Wednesday when I contact somebody. 272.
No,
not
we
yet.
didn't.
I would never do that.
2 months will be a year,
Pay your water bill.
so,
Where's my, oh, I paid.
we're 2 months behind.
Okay.
Or no,
72.
I'm due now, I think,
What do you mean?
for a year.
Well, I gotta
No.
read it
Yeah,
and see.
2 months is 52, 52.
I got a notice I was
Right? 2 months would be 52 and 52, because it's past the cutoff date.
Actually,
Well, he's not gonna get late.
we're gonna check it, big cash.
No, we better not.
Oh,
So,
that
is
was
there-
anything you guys did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
No,
that,
because I've gotta figure out, I gotta go back and figure out
Try to help.
what exactly you should have.
Go ahead.
no, I can tell you.
What if we put that in with the bills that are delinquent? One copy to them.
Explain what's going on.
No, it's just if you need help paying
Oh.
your bills.
Yeah.
I posted that one.
But if you put it right in with the bill, that way we're, act like we're, not act like, trying to help people out.
Yeah, I did this once last year
the other day
and put it in the bills.
Cruise was
Instead of
flagging
people
for
did
Columbia Gas.
I mean, if
But yeah.
somebody really needs to, still cares, does that, they'll help one time, I think, there's a lot of places. The church will even help.
Everything else, put a sign up that.
And I don't know, is there anybody that, you know,
No, Clay picked it. Clay
the guy bitching makes
After I said-
$20-some an hour. Yeah. He just,
I don't know his situation, so I'm not gonna, I don't know.
So, I would like to come up with a way. My problem is, I have a hard time writing a check.
write it, write your name
That's
on it.
not what I mean.
It's not that
My
hard.
job, I deal with cash.
Yeah.
I don't always get to the bank. I know how to write a check.
Oh,
My job deals with cash. Yes. So,
give him the money and he can write the check.
no, I write the check.
You're coming to the wrong person, because I think the bill should be paid monthly.
Good, then you know what? Then instead of throwing the papers
What
all
up,
over the
girl?
counter, write the check.
What up,
instead.
Joe?
Fix it.
As soon as it
You know
comes in,
your
say,
name is
hey,
the same as her name?
Sydney Joe, I'm Deborah Joe.
Fred, question. Any chance that we could bring up possibly closing the Sioux Alleys? And the possibilities, the only one I'm interested in is the one that's between my two properties. So I could gain that between my two properties.
Stop,
What,
please.
so,
Oh.
yeah, I got my yard and then cuts across
We
to
wrote
the,
that ordinance, you had to get it surveyed.
okay. So that was, survey was paid by us at the time. Now, how long is that last survey was good for? I think that you possibly might have done. Is it only good for like a year?
Yeah, well, they have to survey that alley.
Oh,
So-
just that.
Just that,
So
bring
if
it to council,
Okay.
and I think that one would be safe, yeah,
Yeah.
because it goes nowhere.
Yeah, it just goes
Can't
from
go
the
through
back.
the garage.
It's true, yeah, technically it goes through the garage. So, okay.
But yeah,
That might be something, it's not gonna be, it's not gonna be anytime soon. It's not gonna be like 3 months. It's gonna be probably a year or two.
Well-
Something that,
you find a surveyor, get him there,
okay.
start the process. It's just, You get that, and then you petition the village to close that out. Alright.
Okay. That's the only one I'm with, you know, that's the only one I think. Now, do you know if a sewer line goes down through there, or how
Nope.
far up that should? On the back part of my property, between an hour or two, it goes up to that manhole,
And then goes down over the hill.
and keeps on going down over.
That's the
Okay.
main.
Okay. Alright, I always wondered that.
Yeah, that's the main line. Hey, Tim?
Alright, thanks, bud.
Yep.
Come on, girls.
Later, girls.
They're busy.
Later, girls. Later, Sydney Joe.
Let's see me on
What?
Did you ever come up with something on my granddaughter? Sewer wise.
Yes, I did, but I got it at the house.
Alright.
I think I kinda divided what she thought it would cost, and
Okay.
I'll figure out what I don't,
Alright. Well, give it
there was a
to,
number, but I can't remember what it was.
give it to Amy so I can